Action. Hello, I want to present about a bit level of parallelism. Abstract. In this research, we are study about a bit level of parallelism that are focused more on 16-bit microprocessors. We have described the design of 16-bit microprocessor for the applications in real-time embedded system. The process executes most of the instructions in a single machine cycle which provide high speed. The major component of microprocessor are designed and implemented. 16-bit processors are more powerful compared to the 8-bit processor. In other words, the number of bit increased when the number of functional unit and instruction increased.
Introduction.
Definition. Bit-level parallelism is a form of parallel computing based on increasing processor word size, depending on very large-scale integration (VSLI) technology. Increasing the word size reduces the number of instructions the processor must execute in order to perform an operation on variables whose sizes are greater than the length of the word. For example, where an 8-bit processor must add two 16-bit integers, the processor must first add the 8 lower-order bits, then add the 8 higher-order bits and the carry bit from the lower-order addition. Thus, an 8-bit processor requires 2 instructions to complete a single operation, where 16-bit processor would be able to complete the operation with a single instruction. Background of the study. Slide review paper. Firstly, second, third, fourth, and finally.
Review Paper 1. In this paper, the key aspect of simulations of 16-bit microprocessors hardware using VHDL to visualize the data flow and control signaling inside the microprocessor is described. A microprocessor incorporates the functions of computer's central processing unit on a single integrated circuit, or most a few integrated circuit.
Review Paper 2. Design and analysis of 16-bit microprocessor using Xilinx tool. This paper described the design of 16-bit microprocessor by using VHDL for applications in real-time embedded systems. The processor executes most of the instructions in a single machine cycle which provide high speed and it can be implemented on FPGA. Microprocessor are used an instrument to make it intelligently using behavioral coding. Review Paper 3. Design of 16-bit RISC processor. This paper discussed the behavioral design and functional characteristics of 16-bit RISC processor which utilizes minimum functional units without compromising in performance. The design is based on Harvard architecture that are having separate data memory and instruction memory. RISC is a microprocessor design principle that favors a smaller and simpler set of instructions that all take same amount of time to execute. Review Paper 4. 16-bit microprocessor design and simulations and VHDL abstract.
In this paper the design has been implemented by using VHDL synthesis tools Xilinx 9.2i. Microprocessor is an electronic device that consists of all one CU which is required to function as computer CPU, and it contains a number of basis modules which together completes the processor.
The power of the processor has increased tremendously with the advancement in integrated circuit technology. Microprocessor are widely used in the embedded sector and it is used an instrument to make it intelligent using behavioral coding. Simulation shows that the processor executes all the functions unit and by increasing number of bit also need the increasing of number functional unit and instruction. Review Paper 5. Bit microprocessor design and simulations and VHDL abstract. This paper discussed the design and simulation of 16-bit processor. The design has been implemented by using VHDL synthesis tools Xilinx 9.2i. The processor uses 16-bit data bus to communicate through different sections like general purpose registers, ALU, CU, memory, comparator, program counter, address register and shift register.
Research progress.
Thank you for watching my video.
Created using Powtoon.